Hello all. hello. Welcome. Here we are again. Let's get to this. So, I need to ping. Right. What we do now, streaming. HoloCure. Sweet. Right, let's get in and sort this out. So, last time I played HoloCure, I was messing around and then I stumbled upon trying out Null for stage 2 by the end of the endeavour. I always wanted to try out Null for leaderboarding anyway, so let's get to it today. Genghis Khan, maybe also Snowflower Sake, and then wildcard probably meat spin. You know what? Let's do this actually. Bounce ball and CEO tips for fitness ring. Why are you telling me about Avowed Premium Edition? I couldn't care less. Avowed looks like it sucks anyway, honestly. Then here, pretty much everything I want is out, so I don't need to undo stuff here. Probably is sake. Candy Kingdom sweets actually. With this particular run, with the Null runs, I want to be Halu, Researcher's Coat, Study Glasses, Genghis Khan, which will then be done, Picky, Idol Costume, and then a floating 6th, maybe full meal. So I think we'll leave it like this. Then let's go, as mentioned, I'm going to be using Null for today, I think. Just stage 1 to begin with, and then we'll move on through. I kind of want either the burger meal or, I mean, unagi don is okay, but not necessarily necessary for Null. Let's go with this burger meal and let's get things rolling. Oh yeah, as I say, I've got an idea for how I want to do the builds here. Let's see about getting them in place, shall we? Just bear in mind the game isn't going 1-to-1 right now. Mostly because streaming the game can slow it down. Right, let's give it a view. Reroll for the Enchanted Bucket. Well, Enchanted Bucket's not a bad start. Remember, I have 3 weapon slots. So I have my super collab, a regular collab, and then a regular weapon. I am kind of tempted, not gonna lie, to actually go up a weapon. Then I'm only 1 away from max, and then I may as well go to max, damn it. So no, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that would be a silly idea. Nope. Give me something. Wonderful stuff. And of course I will want a nice early Halo, study glasses, etc., which is kind of what I'm fishing for. Realistically, I'm not sure if I want to take headphones. I don't think I need to. I think my plan will be just to tank everything here. I'm not even going to go for Null Milk, I don't think. Don't worry, there's a plan in here. Ish. Hey, have they updated level 1? There didn't used to be this much fauna and flora in here. I think they've updated stage 1, you know. Maybe I'm just being a derp. I don't mind what the outcome is there. We all know me being a derp couldn't possibly ever happen. No way. Holy mouse. This is a rather late Halo right now. I'm not liking it. I'd like to get it rolling sooner rather than later on my endless runs. Study class is good though. And hey, if we're going to get any stamp as the first stamp, why not the solo stamp? Uber sheep, yes. Absolutely necessary. I'd rather, you know, have the good stuff. No, it's not hold. Don't need a hold. I do need to remind myself though. During this, all weapon sizes can be used by damage and knocked back. Okay, right. So the special itself doesn't have any damage, but it does soup up other damages, which is great because I'm just going to accelerate my damage by using Picky. So it's basically my primary weapon is going to be the big hitter. You know, kind of big hitter, I suppose. I do have another plan for how I would do a null build here. I have got multiple things in the pipeline. This is I just want to see how null does to begin with, but if I don't get Halo in say the next couple levels, let's say if I get to 20 and I still don't have Halo, I might have to consider it a dead run and go from the start again. That's roughly what I'm thinking right now, because I should have at least one level of Halo by now. Hell, level 2 Halo I'd accept. When I'm doing these endless runs, I'll be honest. Sooner the better. And a small knockback on hit. I don't really know what I want for the Genghis Khan enchantments this time. But there's a Halo. I think they heard me. So yeah, lab coat, and then pretty much the last two are relatively flexi picks. Kind of considering membership. Gives a nice balance of offense and defense. Except, I mean, there's not really offense in the game. There's a couple here though. A couple little broken bits of fence, if that's what you were wondering about. And there's another one there. So it even makes the like everything else bigger too, which is quite nice. Look at the size of that spider cooking during alt mode, like sheesh. Oh yeah, I definitely want to grab idol costume at some stage. Would be cool. I mean, I've not really got any rerolls left, so if I just don't happen to get the lab coat, fine. But I'd rather get it than not get it, if you know what I mean. Is how I currently see things. Nice, another level. And let's enchant spider cooking. Please give me hit rate. Crit damage is fine. I was accepting either hit rate or crit damage on that one, if I'm honest. Honestly, damage and crit damage isn't bad for a combo. Let's just grab Holy Mace 5. More levels. It's alright, Run, you're off the hook. You gave me a Halo at like level 17, so you're just about an acceptable run. Alright, let's go. Max primary? Yes, yes, yes. Then let's eliminate sausage, I think, and grab the bucket. That's an example where the choices could become a little bit sketchy. So I might want to grab whammy water or glow stick next time I see it. Probably should have grabbed it before, if I'm honest. Oh well, skill issue my end, as usual. Then let's grab level 4 Halu. Actually, I could have held on to the anvil for when I get another weapon and enchant that, for instance, but no. I'm perfectly content with what I'm doing here. Well, game, I did it. You said don't do it, and I did. You're welcome. Right. I'm sorry, Peko, but your bomb charm is kind of not what I'm after here. It's not bad, it's just not meeting my requirements. And yes, I'll be taking Idol costume. Depending on how this run goes, it might be a case of trying another level 1 endless run. Because I want to try out my other idea I have. If this run goes well, I'll try my other idea in stage 2. I won't get a lab coat if I go full meal. But I'm getting that will give me late game loads of healing. So let's just grab it. So I'll grab a lab coat after I've done the super collab. Is what I've just resigned to. So yeah, the other one I need is whammy water, of course. Right, so that's elite cooking done. Let's finish off picky. I'd love to get Uber Sheep finished, if I'm honest. So, Anvil gets elite cooking, of course, which will build into Genghis Khan, and Weaken Stamp. So the 3 stamps I want are going to be Leech Stamp, maybe Area Size, but Weaken Stamp is not on the list right now. So let's put it into the solo stamp. There'll be plenty of time to grab other stamps. Movement stamp just sucks, it's not even worth me putting it in right now. And yeah, I can't take anything other than the glow stick right now. Let's eliminate the Psycho Axe for now. Disappointingly. As much as I enjoyed Crescent Bardish, that's not what we're doing. There we go. Whammy water, perfect. That keeps my options locked in, per se. I'm not going to keep crit, I don't want the crit stamps. Not necessarily necessary. I could take the sword stamp this run though. I won't need crit chance, but I could do with the crit damage. And let's enchant the glow stick. Glow stick. Yeah. Maybe if it gave crit chance and a little bit of crit damage, it'd be more enticing. But in endless runs, it's not as good. It's good in, I think I went over this when I made the tier list a while ago. The fact still remains, the crit chance stamp is good in stage mode, but not as good in endless mode. Because you'd probably want to be building to 100% crit in endless mode regardless of your build anyway. Oh, knockback effect. Nice, that's almost perfect then, knockback and cooldown. It's almost exactly what I'd be looking for. Big ups. And we'll grab idle costume, level 5, thank you. Let's just go back to being invulnerable just so that they don't take off my hololight prism when they come nearby. Yes, that's literally why I'm doing this. Just so I can stay immune to damage. I mean, that's why I use the ult, but like, I mean, why I'm using it already. Because ordinarily I wouldn't really bothering with the cooldown on the immune ult at this stage of the game, but yeah, it currently has its purposes. Nice. So what's the final weapon going to be? Bouncy ball? Probably? I could make it curse. I haven't used the end curse in a while. Like, oh, of memory. Not intentionally anyway. I did when I was doing the guess the build challenge the other day, but that's a little different. Yeah, once again, let's just ult for the immunity over anything else. Mind you, the actual attack area damage is quite nice. So I suppose it's not just, oh, save the prism, per se. Also, I think I've gone with the wrong food. Oh well. The other build I want to do involves a slightly different food as well, so nary a problem. Greed stamp? You have got to be kidding me. No thank you. It's kind of funny how the whammy water's doing like 30 damage. And then like my main weapon's already doing like 300 damage. On a crit. On a non-crit it's doing 230. Oh, actually it's nearly 400 already. Wow. Sheesh. Because Mel is fair. Mel? Because Null is fair and balanced. So let's make Snowflower Sake, but this time it stays as Sake because this is not. I mean, I've locked off the whatchamacallit thingy. I've locked off the sake bottle, so it can't actually be Snow Queen. which again, intentional. Now now we have to answer the question, what weapon? You know what? Late game, there's so many Yagus on the screen, I almost feel like Curse is worth it. I know Null tethers favourably from Bounce Ball, but I'm not using it as a collab. The Bounce Ball on its own could be a little lackluster. So let's do this. So yeah, now it's just about finding the lab coat if possible. So yeah, this is a build without armour. That's a build that's specialising in health. Like, the entire build is literally just to scale health. And then sustain off heals. That being said, Nurse's Horn is not the way forward, despite its chance to heal back to 20% hit points. The experience I'll gain from lab coat is actually be more worth it with all the extra levels it will give in the end. So yes, Researcher's Coat it is. Again, this is a no mitigation build. I acknowledge that. That's why it's being offset by literally everything else. Look at that, 129 healing ticks from burgers. And I've got increased burger rate from my meal as well. I still think this run should have also had the extra special meter from taking damage, but oh well. It is what it is. Sword Stamp. Let's take it for now. I know, I've got the Solar Stamp on, don't worry, there'll be some adjustments soon enough. But for now, Sword Stamp and Solar Stamp and Attack Stamp is good enough. To be fair, it's the strongest combo for flat attack damage. It's got no other merits to it, but that is what the combo here would entail. It's not the slow stamp. I mean, hell, it might not even be the sword stamp, but I want to get something on the board. Cooldown on Curse, you say? Sure, sign me up. Whatever. Then, let's see here. Knockback effect cooldown, damage and crit damage. I don't think I'm going to try for knockback effect on Genghis Khan. I'm not fussed. So let's just go for some levels. I'm happy with the other enchantments, so I think now it's pretty much just rolling. Rolling? Yeah, I mean upgrading, sorry. Oh. So yeah, I just want as many health upgrades as the game could possibly give, please. Please and thank you. Also, this is just how stupid Noel is. 300 hit points at 10 minutes in. That's just stupid crazy good. Right, haste over speed. I literally don't need to move. When the Nyagus start coming in, the plan will be strong enough and tanky enough to be able to just not worry about movement, so I'm actually not going to prioritise movement in any sense. And I've got no rerolls, which is why I'm just taking the like attack ups and stuff, if you're wondering why. It's not me trying to contradict myself, it's literally I can't roll out to get the health now, because I used up 2 new rolls earlier. I understand that's a me issue, I was just explaining why. Look at that, no damage mitigation, I just took 3 damage from a hit. Ridiculous. I mean, I know we're only 10 minutes in, so it's not that ridiculous, but it is kind of a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? Da, 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 da. Right. Oh, really? Pick up range and speed up? This is the annoying thing, you can't actually eliminate any of the stats ones. So let's grab pick up range. Pick up range is more logical sense than speed right now. As mentioned before, based on my plan, makes more sense to just have my magnet range be bigger, basically. Let's just throw down the invulnerable real quick. Come on, health upgrades. That's crit. See, I'm not going to aim for 100 crit necessarily. If I happen to get it just casually, then cool. At that stage, whenever I get crit rate, if I happen to pick up speed and crit rate as the 2 options, then I'd rather just get the speed. That's like an outlying condition. Right. Do I pick up size stamp? Let's think about this. I want leech stamp. I want haste stamp, I think. Or I can go damage stamp actually. Maybe I go leech stamp, damage stamp, size stamp. Even though passive stamp is also good. Let's just maybe swap out. We'll sell the max solo stamp. Let's swap out my plan for now. And when I get one of the better stamps that comes up, I will grab it and apply it. Come on, make the next stamp leech stamp, please. Fingers crossed for leech stamp, or as I normally call it, the bat stamp. Or whatever other name I decide to give it at the time. Yeah, let's just keep grabbing crit, I don't mind. I mean, I want the health, so technically I do mind, but with the situation being what it is, this is as good as I can get, isn't it? So yeah, I'm just going to get everything to level 2 as a baseline, because they're the 100% guaranteed rolls. And then from there I'll start probably prioritising, I don't know, probably the mace, aka the main weapon attack. Then we'll go attack. Haste isn't actually necessary this time, but let's put it in for now. I want to replace it with Bat Stamp when it eventually drops. So I want to leave these two stamps on the floor for whenever my actual target comes by, I think. I mean, there's plenty of stamps in the game. I could just put 2 stamps into the size stamp for now. Still plenty to come by. That might do. Gotta say, the ability to see what's actually on the screen though makes this game a lot easier. Excuse me. Extra hit points, I don't care. That was a haste upgrade. Hit points is more valuable for me right now. I've grabbed a few haste nodes as it is, nicely enough. And again, pick up range before speed, yes please. That would be marvellous. Again, knockback is a potential, but I think I'm not too worried about it this run. I think. Excuse me, apologies. Nice, more hit points, thank you. More of those, if that'd be great. Keep offering me pick up range or health, that'd be cool. Speed or attack, that's a difficult question, not. If I'm honest. Hello, apologies for keeping you waiting. I mean, I have been continuing to play while I've been doing it, but just been having a conversation IRL. That's all. So, max health of 514, coming on quite nicely. This should accelerate far past what the run the other day did. You know, that had 1k, so I'd like it to be over 1k at least, if not that'd be a bit awkward. Oh, 1,200 on a crit. Yes please. Right. We'll go pickup range, because why not? Better than movement speed for this build. When push comes to shove. Yeah, I think the stamps are where we're at now. This is where this is what they'll be, and this is where they'll sit. Oh, one moment. Oh, okay, never mind. Right, back to it then. So it's still 12 minutes before the end of smoke kicks in. I'm still just about got over 500 hit points. I still don't like it per se. But you can see I'm getting like 25 hit points every time Noel has a max hit point upgrade, which is why I want them. And also why I've gone with the lab coat on this run. Oh, I'm getting so many just pick up range or speed upgrades. This is kind of a little annoying, I'll be honest. Of course I'll also want haste as much as possible, but that can just be a side thing. Then obviously max hit points. 28 hit points that time. Pretty neat. See, it keeps being speed and pickup range. The bottom two options are always health or coins at this stage as well, so it's always either only one of two. As per the norm. Yeah, no, unit stamp sucks here. This is very much not unit stamp. Unit stamp is great on people like Bay though. And other people that benefit from having a lot of attacks on the go. And between haste and hit points, you know I'm still going to go hit points. The more the better. Right, 20 minutes is here. How quickly will Watson go down? Probably not very quick. Mind you, them primary attacks were doing some pretty nice damage. Okay, prove me wrong. That was pre 10 seconds. He's actually pretty good. More than pretty good, actually. What's going on? Ah, it was an anvil. Oopsie. Skill issue my end. Right, everything's at 2, so let's go up to 3s. I think I'll do even build rule on this. Ideally I should really be upgrading the mace, but I'm happy to go even build rule here. Monopoly style. And again, I'm just going to carry on just using the ult, there's no harm to it. I might wait on the ult for when I get nearer 30, but for now, continue as is. Yeah, I still can't help but feel that level 1 has definitely been given a bit of a redesign here. Which, I mean, I'm all for. Then let's grab crit, obviously. I don't want speed. Speed is like not even on the priorities list, it's that low down. And crit chance should soon be moving off the priorities list as well. Although I'm encroaching the 100%. I think we're only about 10 choices away. See, then I'm going to get this as a choice. When I get 100% crit, then I'll just take speed in them instances. But for now, while I've still not got 100 crit, let's just carry on getting the crit. But if I get crit and speed later, of course I'll have to choose the speed, just because it makes sense. But you know, I think that's the only circumstance when it's just crit versus speed. Right, let's grab attack. because the overall damage will need to be ramped up. This is still a fight build at the end of the day, so more attack and crit as possible is going to be super helpful later. I mean, it's not like a super high damage build though, is it? It's more of a tanky style damage build. Oh, only 100%. So, hold on. This attack is 1% for every 5 max hit points, so it's got the maximum upgrade now already. That's right, that's why I was considering 500 to be the threshold for null. For the bonuses. On the mace. And now it goes back to making sense. Then haste. More haste is less waste, or something cool. Come on, drop more pufferfish, so I don't have to go fishing for them. Let's go attack. The numbers are looking good. Couple 2000s in here is nice. And the only reason why I've not gone for Hope Soda is because I've gone for the idol costume. The two kind of cannibalize each other. Or you could treat it as they neutralize each other. Whichever way you want to treat it. And yeah, let's go with attack still, of course. Remember, even build roll here because I can. 3-3. Right, 73, so I've got 9 more to go till I can stop taking crit up. But of course I'm only really trying to take crit as a last resort option. I just keep seeming to get speed and crit. Annoyingly. Then haste, of course. Give me them sweet, sweet crosses. basically in the enemies, but I'm not taking damage because, you know, Snowflower Sucker is just freezing them all. See, so much crit up and speed. Oh, and that time I should have picked up pickup range. That was a mistake. 79. So 7 more to go. The level's also looking decent. Level 130. We take those. Pickup range, nice. I like. I mean, I'm not really being attacked, I'm just sort of walking around in a circle. And nothing's really getting me. Look, the prism's still half going, roughly. So I've got plenty of backup now. One more health node and I should be at 800. Unless the passive causes us 800 first. We've still got a bit of time before Yagoos kick in. This is kind of nice / neat. Haste or attack? Let's go haste. There we go, 811, that's looking good. Pick up range, I think, there. Go, 3s across the board now. Holy mace, Batman. Good. Mace is nearly up to, well, it's at 2700 now. It's encroaching its way to 3k on a crit, which is marvellous stuff. This is still looking good, honestly. Continue to take attack. Remember, my attack goes up by a bit while I'm in alt form. Or it should do. At one point I thought it said something about 300%. Ah, whatever. Yeah, see? It's when the passive kicks in. Muscle. Weapon size bonuses and whatever. Whatever. It's all working. Everything's working as intended. Max Hooper. up to 850. Crazy stuff from 819 to 850. Fair and balanced. Pickup range in that example. And yeah, there's still not really much of a push either. My damage is actually keeping them fairly well at bay. Except it's not bay, it's null. I'm sure at some point I'll do bay as high score runs. Let's go 82%. 6 more to go on the crit chance nodes. One moment. Four minutes to go for Yagoos, and I'm still not quite 1,000 hit points. A little disappointed in that. But hey, it's still building up quite nicely, so I'm not like uber complaining, it just would be nice. See, the Genghis Khan ticks are only 4, but the burgers that are dropping are 380 hit points by the looks of it. 377 that just said, yeah. So that's just pretty nice. Now sometimes it seems to be 133. Now it sets a heal from a different proc on, say, a passive. Because there is that passive that gives you a bit of healing every 15 seconds. All I know is that it's going to keep me well and alive for quite some time. Haste. I do actually have an anecdote to share about today's adventures, but I'll only share it if the situation calls for it. I'll probably tell the story to Dragon later regardless, because I believe he and I are going to be playing Monster Hunter together. And let's of course get pickup range out of the two. I'm still fending them off. Yeah, I should have 1,000 hit points before 30. Here, which is pretty good start. 4, 4, 4, 3. Or pickup range, as all is as it must be. Why can you not give me more hit points and like attack choices? Why must you give me like speed and crit, or like pick up range and speed so often? Oh, you know what? Why did I even have to mention it a minute ago? That's just an unfortunate stroke of bad luck, some might say. I suppose that's what I get for complaining about it. In a similar sense of I want doesn't get. But unfortunately today's antics have included a lot of I want that led to got. So... so you see how much that can be done? Yeah, I'm still relatively content with the damage dealing here. And come on guys, don't hold out the hit points on me just because I said I'll probably hit 1,000 before 30 minutes. Let's not do that. Haste up. Very nice. Let's make the maces nice and speedy. Speedy McCready style. Also, I'm doing it Speedy McCready without needing the haste stamp. So this pacifist stamp is going to pay off, is what I'm trying to say. More haste. I definitely prefer haste over attack when it comes to scaling damage in this game, for the most part. There's a few instances where the 5% extra haste is fairly negligible from a certain point, or up to a certain point I should say, or whatever. If I'm forced, I'll go attack there. And yeah, I should never have said anything about getting 1,000 hit points before 30 minutes at this stage. That was a that's led to a disappointing outcome. Or you can treat it as a hollow promise. Right, 3 more crits, and then crit up is dealt with. It's like in its entirety. And I'll pick anything other than crit up unless I just reflexively skill issue myself. Is the plan? I know I often reflexively skill issue myself. Quite often I tell myself, oh don't get any more crit, you're done, and then end up with like 130% crit by the end of the game. It's just a reflex thing, you know? Also, 26,000 kills for 30? Not bad. That's actually pretty damn respectable, quite honestly. I mean, to be fair, I'm level 162, so you'd think that my level is reflective of such. So, you could say it makes sense. And yes, I did get 1,000. I was trying to account for the passive doing a bit of work, which it has done, so can't say fairer than that, can we? Let's also get, again, more haste. So, Misa's 5. We haven't had a fail on the anvils yet, which is quite nice. Right, 2 more. Decent amount of haste now. The mace attacks are flying fast. Remember, I'm healing for like 400 health every single burger that I'll eventually pick up right now. Right, 97%, one more and then I'm done. Also, if you're wondering, yes, full meal also works with the potion that I have equipped. So I'll be getting double the healing from the potion itself when the time calls for its need. Feck are these boys on about? Right. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything about having a fail yet in the smithy either. I'm like doomed to curse myself. Also, I said 26,000 was respectable, but hell, we'll be at like 27.5, maybe 27.8 in these next few seconds. Good stuff. With the very respectable level. Quite enlarged actually due to the fact that the lab coat has been proccing at its better value for the majority of the run here while it's been with me. I know I got it a bit late, but since I've had it, it's pretty much been almost permanently on the better side of the buff rather than the crappier side of the buff. Because the lab coat is a all or nothing. If you've got full hit points, you gain extra % to the XP a second. If you're not at full health, you just go back down to the base. Which is why if you know you're not going to stay at full health, you don't need to go beyond level 1 lab coat, because the levels... Yeah, 1% XP versus every 2 seconds is static. It's the extra % modifiers that are extra. That's the full health part of it. Basically, I can't think of any better way to describe it. I'm sorry, skill issue. Wrong button. I was trying to pause to... I was trying to hit escape. No, you have to just like press OK on that one. Derp. I can do it blindfolded, but I'm just... I mean, obviously I can do it blindfolded. I've done it blindfolded several times, but right now I'm just in space out derp mode. You're welcome. Right, crits maxed. So every hit I deal is a crit. If you see non-crits, it tends to be stuff like ability damage. From now onward. So time to keep myself alive versus Yagus. This build should hopefully get to 40 on its own merits, honestly. I think I should be quick enough at finishing off Yagus. Hell, look, I'm kind of spacing them out away from me still. Yeah, more health is better health. If I really need to, I can go invulnerable. And damn, I got to like 28,500. Never mind 27.8. That's good. That's mucho good. I'm going to use the ult now. I don't think I need to for a little while as yet properly, but you know, Again, it's just nice to have. And yeah, I need to stack everything other than crit chance now. Even speed is prioritizable over crit up because it's maxed. That's it, Yagu's full. Full to the might of Null. And my 17 million sources of healing. I'm losing part of the prism though. The prism is starting to actually take a bit of a beating. I also sincerely apologise about the game starting to chop up even more. Unfortunately, there's very little I can do about that. That's just part and parcel of playing the game while streaming it. Runs practically flawlessly when I'm not streaming it, but the minute I come on to stream it, boom. Slideshow mode. But hey, it's a fun game, so I don't want to not play it, you know. I also need to play the other isometric roguelite defense game I play every so often, Disfigure, because Disfigure's had an update. So it might be worth doing a stream and having a little look at the changes. But they've added another difficulty level, and they've done a few adjustments and tweaks, new enemies and stuff, for an inevitable third stage. Or ready for an inevitable third stage, I should say. Yeah, I mean, it's been a minute so far versus Yagu's, and I've not really had any real trials and tribulations. I've just sort of been attacking and things are dying. Killed about 1,000 Yagu's as it is. Just over. So I wouldn't say it's going badly. Hell, even when I do get attacked, it's like 12 damage, 15 damage right now. So it really isn't an issue with this health bar. Quite honestly. And yes, my monstrous health bar continues to grow monstrously. Don't worry about it. How is... Right. Every 4 points of total max hit points, increase damage by 1%. The when it says increase special attacks by 1%, as we saw earlier, Null's ult doesn't really have damage to deal. It does modify the actual mace damage, which will be useful both in her ult form and out of her ult form, because it's just the basic base attack. So, oh, sorry, basic attack. 1160 hit points. Still no real issues. But I have practically lost all of my prism. Yeah, I think that last attack I just took actually was the end to the prism. Then I can just ult, and then just have, you know, 10 seconds of invulnerability, because why not? And this is what I meant by we won't really have to move late game. I can just stand around and swing and nothing's really touching me. I mean, I can move, but I'm just probably just going to let it do its thing. Not really taking too much damage. Probably should have kept the size up stamp over the attack stamp now that I think about it. Just to secure that the swings were coming around in a better arc and for further out. Oh well. Attack up, please. That'd be marvellous. And there's a smithy. Let's go. And we're on Snowflower Socket, upgrade 5. Awesome stuff. Moving on. Oh no, I'm starting to take a little bit of health damage here. Like 40 hit points or something every couple hits. Oh no. Anyway. Another thing I could do to make the build slightly different but functions very similarly the same is take out the idol costume, take out Picky, replace both with say membership and breastplate for instance, and you'd have a very similar build but slightly tankier, which would allow for even more sustain. I wouldn't want to replace any of the XP stuff because hell, even the lab coat is giving me a lot of experience. Even when I'm not at full health, 1% is pretty good. Because that still guarantees a level up every 100 seconds, i.e. a minute and 40 seconds. So you still level up once every 2 minutes minimum. With chump change in a worst case scenario. Great song, but I'm not here to discuss The Trick to Life by the Hoosiers, even though I could do. Great album. Actually, yeah, why aren't I here to talk about The Trick to Life by the Hoosiers? It's a wonderful album. It's actually 20 years old this year. So, well, they were celebrating the 10 years of Illusion of Safety, but last year or whatever for 10 years. It's like been 20 almost since The Trick to Life. Just crazy stuff. Look at the curse numbers. There was a 31,000 floating around just then. Roughly the 2,000 to 3,000 damages I think are the attacks from my mace, and then the big numbers are the curse. Actually no, looks like the 5,000s might be the mace, you know? Quite a lot of them. That can't be coincidence. So yeah, the base curse damage isn't particularly great, but the chained curse damage gets pretty good. 1-2, 1-2. Nice max hit points. And I don't need to do this, but let's do it anyway. Oh, go. I mean, it's also adding to the damage for the mace, so can't really say any fairer than that. And what's to my side here? It's just what I thought. Right. Onto the mace. Amazing. Let's not forget, every time my mace goes off, it produces a cross. The crosses get super big, right? Do they have a limit? I forget. The attack size is increased. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what the 500 health thing was I was talking about earlier. Sorry, I thought it was something to do with the damage, but no, it's about the cross size. So I lost 80 hit points just then in total. I mean, I'm still getting hit for 25 to 30-ish right now. Seems to alter whenever I've got a little bit of damage mitigation, of course. And sure, I could move around to build up the belly dancing passive. I'm not really fussed. We're smooth sailing right now. It still doesn't look like I've really taken damage, so I'm not really bothered. Oh, almost took some damage. Thing is, when I start to take damage, the damage will be thick and fast. So when it happens, it's going to be like almost immediately. But that's kind of the damage that would be required to take me out at this point. Look at that, I lost 300 hit points and I went straight back up to full. Just because I've got burgers and the leech stamp on the go. Let's go. More haste. I can't really say that more haste is bad. Look at all the Yagus who are frozen to the snowflower sake because of the increased haste. From being able to get more of them down. Kind of crazy. Okay, back up to full health. Still not too worried. Right. Attack. Keep going. Give me that sweet, sweet damagey goodness. The health is still looking pretty good. To be fair, I think this will probably go to Angry Yagu stage. So everything else in between here is just me gaining more stats. Preferably more hit points, honestly. Maybe on stage 2, which is the next stage I'll be doing with Noel, by the way. I think I'll try doing what I just said about taking out the idle dress and taking out Picky, replacing it with double damage mitigation. Just so that I can take even more. Maybe. We'll see. Let's also go to Invincible mode. Just resets the board a little bit. Gives me back full health for real, for real. And remember, I do have a potion. I think it restores a third of your health. So it will restore 2/3 of my health with full meal, because it does proc full meal. Full meal just says all healing effects doubled. Which is why Genghis Khan's kind of giving me 4. Because it used to be 3 base, then they nerfed it to 2 base at 0.7, so 0.2 doubled at 0.4. Just kind of want to use this and see what it does. 925. Yeah, okay, that's kind of alright. That's a decent amount of healing from a healing potion, you could say. It's not quite the kebab from Karamja, but it's pretty good. Shout out to anyone who got what I was talking about. Also, did I just say the kebab from Karamja? I meant the kebab from Al Kharid. But shout out to anyone who knows what I'm talking about. If you don't know, don't worry. This is looking a little sketchy. Ah, only a little. I'm getting back up to full health. I just move around in a small circle here. Looks like the belly dancer pass is ready to pop again. Genghis Khan. Alright. Then I'll go. Look at that. Up to full hit points. Let's just go speed. If I needed the health, I could always go hamburger. But for now, I still don't need it, so I'm still not getting it. Easy. Also note that I've killed about 5,000 Yagus since the 30 minutes starting timer for the endless part. And I'm back to being able to go invincible, by the way. I think I'll just like wait till I take a bit of damage before I use ults from now. From now on, unless I drop to like say half health, I'm not wanting to use the ulti. Just so it's kept on cooldown when it's needed. Would be my response. And let's add a bit more haste. I could do with even more Snowflower Sake, please. Fairly certain there is a cap on the haste. For most weapons, there's like an innate ceiling for haste, but can't recall if I've ever really hit it with many weapons or primary weapons. So yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we don't come to it. I'm still not bothered about my health. This is another great thing about a pretty huge health pool. You can see the health being lost from a mile away. You can see the differences just like so quickly. Right, that's about 6,000 Yagus now. Pretty nice. Remember, if I start dropping down to say, I don't know, a third health, I can just go invincible. Drink potion and just go back to full. If you need to do both at the same time, I can do one of them and then use the other later. Quite honestly. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Still over 1,000 health, so who cares? Oh, it's dropping now. Oh, it's almost getting low. Ah, I popped it too early. My health actually went back up to 800. I was totally safe. I didn't just need to do what I just did. Ah well, I did. Skill issue. So yeah, that's about... Again, I finished at about 28.5, so... That's... Wait, hold on. I finished about 28.5, so yeah, just over 6,000. I'm still happy to call the final number 28.5. To detriment the amount of Yagus I killed a little bit. Doesn't bother me. All adds to the same kill count. Oh man, I reflexively pinky pressed the potion. I was just hovering my fingers over it. I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake in Jamaica. Yeah, primary weapon now is dealing somewhere in the region of 7,000 damage. For anyone who saw or remembers the damage testing video when I was doing it in 0.6, I got Kyla up to about 12,000 damage. So Null with the Hope Soda right now would be hitting for level 5 gives 40% extra on, no, puts you up by 50% extra on crit damage, right? Something like that. Let's call it 50%, so you go up to 200%. Deal somewhere around the region of, oh, I'm dead. I die. Thank you forever. Not bad. Not bad. There's a few minor tweaks I could add in there, including maybe a meal difference. So, 91st. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It was only 35 minutes. Wasn't a major thing. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Carol said that you can check people's scores on the, check their builds on the leaderboard. Also, wow, you can see different versions of the user board. Okay, well, I can't seem to see how to check. Carrot's the one with the knowledge, so I'm sure you can check, but I am a derp. Right, let's go for... Let's try the other build path I want to go for. Maybe still run Genghis Khan. Let's give a bit more leeway. Or actually, let's just go for a different character with a different strat. That might do. You know what? Oh, Fubuki's new skin is really nice actually. Seeing as they've reset the high scores, let's go for Fubuki on stage 1. And I think I either want the turtle soup or the strange seafood soup. Can't use the fruit thingy. The seafood udon would actually do less than what I wanted to for this build, because I want to hit as minimal amount of times as possible. So it's either turtle soup or strange seafood soup. Let's just go for neither. And grab... Okay, 1 extra life? Nah. 5% chance to dodge attacks. Oh, I think they've changed how this meal works. It used to be invulnerable to damage for 5 seconds every 30 seconds. Now it's just a straight up flat thing. But this works for Fubuki because it's dodging attacks. That's like Fubuki's whole shtick. I think I'll go for the quick dash here. Just to really hit home what Fubuki's about. It's going to be more valuable than the potion, I argue. Also, hold on. If I'm going to be doing Fubuki and speed run, flight run, I actually need to adjust this. So I want the Snow Queen. Let's take this off and this off for this run. Keep this on for sure. Yeah. Keep it on. Remember, the sports drink, it says taste 10%, speed 40%. It doesn't mean 40% of overall, it just means 40% flat. So you go from 100% to 140%. So it's less useful than it seems. It's good, but not like groundbreaking per se. I'm also kind of tempted to do Candy Kingdom sweets on this run. Accretion, no. Meat Spin, Snow Queen, Flex. I like the sound of that. Back to Fubuki. That's looking good. Let's hit this. It's a shame because that last run would have had Halu at level 1. Before I just realised I had the wrong sets of items in the armory. That's a shame. Ah well, skill issue. I could have done it beforehand and known and checked. Alas, I did not. So, some may say I paid the price. Study glasses, yes please. Onegaishimasu. You know, Hoshi Kudasai will do, I guess. So, glow stick. Remember, this is going to be purely about the speed. That doesn't mean I have to take speed up from the get-go game. Come on, don't take me that literally. I could do idle costume. So, study glasses, Halu, research coat. Sake to get Snow Queen. Then idle costume something and something. Let's assume I want the idol costume. Headphones, by the way, was the other something something. And maybe also night milk? Just maybe? And yes, I'll happily take sausage with an inbuilt knockback effect. Yes, please. Great stuff. That's like exactly what I would have wanted as well. But now, can you please also give me Halo and research code? I think if I don't get Halo before 20, I should restart when I'm doing these kind of runs. Like, that should just be a standard. I'm sure most tryhard min-maxers would want the Halo on the first level, which, you know, I'm not saying they're wrong. At all. It's a very sought after thing. And that might not be enough rerolls actually. So you know what? I am going to follow it. Let's just go again. What was that I was just saying? Oh, I don't know. Something skill issue, I guess. And yeah, I really like the stage 1 redesign. This is so much nicer. Well, I've actually taken the time to actually observe the fact that it's been changed. It's like a duh, why didn't I see it before type deal. So the glasses can be first, didn't have to be Halo, just something XP would be nice. Hell, maybe even research coat next, then Halo. Again, order not too one. Okay, fine. Halo could be next. You're okay. Whammy water is a must. That's how I get Snow Queen. And let's try and reroll for... okay. I'm going to hold the Halo and take study glasses. I'm not going to be given research coat soon enough. I may as well take the other XP boosting stuff real quick. Nothing else. Eliminate picky. Out you go. Hold the glasses. No, I don't really need to use the holds. I'm just doing it for the fun over anything else. I suppose it does help secure the XP stuff super early. Like, it's in my build anyway, so it should be coming up more frequently. But still. Let's hold glow stick and take study glasses. Nice. Now we've got our holds going on. Then, choices. Hold, Halo, take glow stick. Yeah, I really am just kind of memeing with it at this point. I'll be out of hold soon enough, don't you worry. Boy oh boy am I nearly out of holds. Hold the whammy water, take Halo. There you go. Now we're all out of holds. Then, Halo? I know I didn't take the weapon I held, but you know what? It's going to appear anyway, because as mentioned, it's in my build. I do need to lock in the sausage whenever I next see it, however. Let's just take the tail. I need to maybe start using a couple, like a reroll or two every couple levels until I get the lab coat, because I want an earlier lab coat this time. Right, whatever. I'll take the sake. Fine. Early crit won't hurt, I suppose. Or I should say it won't hinder. Even though it kind of goes on the same line. So, nightly milk. Where do I stand? Research coat. Headphones. Nightly milk? Nightly milk. Not bothered about the pickup range part of the item in this one. The pickup range can be nice for certain other builds and certain other characters, but I'm just in it for the knockback effect. The pickup range is just a nice byproduct that will help me along the way. Right, let's take Sausage. Because remember, I want Meat Spin as well. Which is why I was trying to work out the build for Night Milk. Because between the Sausage and the whatever else it was I was thinking about, I should have enough knockback. Come on, reroll into a... Alright, no lab coat for me then. Come on, nice and early lab coat. Hit me with it. That would be most wonderfully preferable. Apologies, excuse me. Membership is, let's say membership is out. We're not like we're not like officially formally saying it's out, but we're saying it's out. More study glass levels. I mean, if you're not going to give me lab coat, at least give me my study glasses upgrades. Okay, fine. Sake crit is also decent. Needs to go to level 3 as it is. Yeah, I'll take headphones now. And then let's eliminate the bandage. And still not get lab coat. That's a shame. That's a crying shame. I do of course still want it because it's going to pay dividends throughout the run. So if you consider it again, this is an endless run, so just getting to Yagu is 30 minutes. So that was plenty of time for it to do magic. Let's go Sake. Now Sake is off the table. It's going to stop asking me to take it. Frees up space for other stuff. How neat. It's almost like there's a plan. I'm still unsure about Idol costume. I think Snow Queen, then Idol costume comes in, but for now I'd rather try and get the... Never mind, I'll go screw myself. I was about to say I'd rather try and get the lab coat first. So now whichever one of the two I see first should be the one I take. Just so I'm not locked into something nefarious. Or have less options of being locked into something nefarious. Nice size. We'll take it. And more knockback. More chance for the headphones to do knockback, I should specify. And let's do it Bay style. And just hang upside down. Damn Australians, I don't know how they do it. Tell me your secrets, Q. Let's go here. Yeah, glow stick is a no stick. I should have got rid of the eliminates first before I did rerolls. That's a mistake on my end. No wonder I was not really getting lab coats. I left all the mandatory options alive. Should have started taking them out sooner. Oopsie doopsie, as some might say. Some might actually more accurately say oopsie daisy. I need all of these. I can't reroll, so I can't prioritize the stuff I need to because someone's a skill issue. Cooldown, you say? Now if the book can give me knockback effect, that'd be perfect. Eliminate nurses on, wonderful stuff. And yeah, I'm trying to get to something to level 7 so it stops offering me it as a reward, but I'm just flip-flopping as to what I'm taking when. Nothing big, no biggie smalls. There we go. Let's just go with the foxtail, just get it out of the way. It's level 6 after all, it can be the most immediate thing to take out from the pickup roster. Perfectamundo. Yeah, foxtail awakened, we'll take that out. Not really bothered about the fact that I can summon swords on crits. But again, it just takes the option of my primary weapon off the board without me having to eliminate it. I don't want to eliminate primary weapon upgrades. Certainly not for Fubuki, certainly not for a flight run. Or a fight run for that matter, to be honest. Researcher's coat, nice. Again, if idle costume had come by first, I would have taken that instead, but no. Slightly earlier researcher's coat than the null run too, so that works in my favour. And let's... do I grab level 2? Yeah, let's grab level 2. You know what, let's just send researcher's coat to the moon. I'm doing a pretty good job of staying at max hit points here. I must remember I can dash a lot as well for the excess invulnerability. Considering it has a 10% efficiency. It's not bad. Better than a lot of the usables. Of course I don't need to focus it all the time, I suppose. That is the other flip side of it. It would be brilliant at post 30, but for now it's meh. Everything has its own contextual uses. Oh, let's stop being out of aim mode. I've sort of stopped grabbing the mouse at this point. Just letting it do its course. We'll grab Night Milk upgrades. That's the next easiest max level. In my current position. Yeah, that's all it took. Wonderful. then let's go whammy water, because it's a higher level than the sausage. Not just because it makes the collab sooner, but also just level 4 versus level 1. Well, you know, 3 at the time. Right, max level that means I can immediately make the collab. Thank you. Snowflower sake. Size and cooldowns, not bad. It's not quite what I want, but it's not like a big detriment. Wrong button, I meant to use the alt, not the sprint, but that's okay. We kind of careen off each other, as it were. Right, remember, I need to grab the book for meat spin. It's like the best option for sausage between it and Thunder Wiener. So let's start removing some unnecessary excess so that the book has a higher chance to spawn in, maybe. I didn't accidentally disable it or anything in the shop, did I? Oh no. I get a terrified sense of dread. Well, if I don't get the book, I'll have to... There you go. Never mind. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to continue that sentence. We've got it, so it doesn't matter. That's what I would have done, because I don't need to do it. Easy. That's how you cheat the system. Right, there's a stamp over there. Oh no, it's an anvil. Never mind. So let's grab this one, knockback. Size. Oh wow. I'd much rather have a knockback effect. I might just wait for the... I might just wait to make the collab to then try and fish for the knockback effect. And then just hope for a good secondary effect rather than do the parts manually. That doesn't bother me. Ah, I should have taken the speed there. I can start to let the 2-minute bosses deal with the rest of the BL book where necessary. We've gone past it now. Move on, next issue. Pick up range? Nah. Nah. Oh! The hammer. Thank you. Let's go haste. If I see haste or speed, I'm going to grab it over the weapon level up. Good stuff. Right, Snowflower Sake needs to be fixed as well. It needs cool effect and something, even if it's damage. Because the damage will still help while I'm building up speed. What was I proposing as my last item again? I think it was actually idle costume I was proposing. Let's give it a shot. There's probably something else that I've forgotten about. But hey, I'm just going to pretend it was this. Just kind of throw caution to the wind. Then I'll probably take the haste here as well. Do I though? Nah. Nah. Nah, nah, nah. Hey, Jude. Again, I also have my dash. I'm not using yet, but when it gets to 30 minutes, I'm sure I'll have plenty use for it. I'm still super slow as heck, but don't worry, that will be remedied once I have all my weapons etc. up and going. Like that. I'll leave the Sandville, I think. I'm going to very intentionally leave this anvil for this. Let's try and get this. Let's try and get these upgraded. Actually, I'll start with this. Plus 2 projectiles on Snow Queen. Nah, that's getting re-rolled. And the final weapon. I mean, I'm playing as Fubuki, so I could go chest, the chest thingy. Flattening board. Or did I disable flat board? I might have disabled cutting board, actually, now that I think about it. So it might just be a case of grabbing something like... Oh, I don't think it matters, actually. It really doesn't matter. I'd probably go Psycho Axe. I mean, ball's been offered to me, so I'll take ball. Fubuki's not necessarily known for her chest endowment, but you know, it still provides some knockback. So it'll still help me with CC in some sense. If I have to be honest, it's not the worst take. Bearing in mind the plan with this build will be to bat enemies away. It's not to kill, it's just to protect as it runs through. Yeah, I'll take this. Right, let's just increase the slow stamp now. I'm going to take speed up, and again, anvils need to be for the attempts of getting knocked back on the actual weapon enchantments. So I'm going to have to be throwing myself at the mercy of the RNG gods, as it were. Dice for the dice gods. Why don't I just take the hit point buff? I don't need hit points. I'm playing Fubuki. We're better to just take speed. I should have just taken the weapon upgrade. Skill issue. Yeah, let's just keep going for the weapon upgrade again. Once that's out of the way, it will offer me double ability perks from that point on. Wait a minute. No. Never mind. Backtrack. I don't need to wait a minute. I had a thought, but the thought was incorrect from the minute I thought it. So I just what's the word? Internally corrected myself, and we move on. All is as it must be. And yeah, bounce ball. There was no speed up there. And also, with all them speed ups that I was being offered in the null run, I bet you it now offers me health runs now that I'm playing Fubuki. You just know that's how it works. It's basic Occam's razor or whatever. And yeah, let's just finish off the bouncy balls. I know that means that the boss I'm about to fight won't drop me anything other than coins, but whatever. No use spilt milk over crying. I might have to reset this run based on the speed upgrades I get. This is actually more pivotal than the upgrades I was getting in the last run. I might have to judge it when I get to 20 or such. Or hell, I might even have to judge when I get to 30. If I don't have enough speed, I just will not be able to do this run. That's what it's predicated on. If it doesn't come by, I can't do much. Which is the sad truth of the builds. A lot of the good builds require a little bit of attention or min-maxing to them. Bear in mind you get like 12% speed every single increment of the level up you take. This is why I don't like taking the sports drink now, for instance. Because at level 1 it gives you the equivalent of like 3 and a bit speed upgrades, and at level 3 it's the equivalent of like 5, so it's really not a big impact in the grand scheme of things. Especially not for a max health reduction in this example that I'm currently giving. I think what I might do with these excess coins I'm gathering in runs though is go to the casino, spend it all on casino coins, and then buy the fish packs. I am what some may describe as dangerously low on puffer fish. Some others would argue it's called being all out. Both are acceptable. I wish I could re-roll this. Neither of those options were particularly enamouring. More speed. I'm currently at 235, okay? That needs to be multiplied by about 3 to 4 times, maybe even 5 times if I'm lucky enough. More speed? No, I'm not taking the health here. The health is unnecessary. I've taken precisely 1 health upgrade, and that was because it was an accident. The kill rate is still pretty good here. Again, there will be damage fall off. Don't expect this to go beyond, say, 25k kills. It may look solid now, but I promise you there'll be damage fall off very soon. And it will just appear to be very hard. That's what he said. Yeah, 271. Yeah, it still needs to be more than doubled. It's looking okay for now though. The rate of the speed upgrades is somewhat mediocre, let's say, actually. Like, I wish it was more. But I always wish it was more. For whatever it is I need in a run. Whatever the specific run may need. More speed. Again, I will not stop until I am satisfied. In other words, I will never stop because there's an insatiable greed and hunger for more speed. Yeah, the haste is better than the attack because again that will give me more procs on my meat spin and my everything. But the main one in question is meat spin. Pacifist stamp? I mean, I could maybe get behind it. It's not per se the best stamp in the world for this, but it can certainly assist. I think I need haste stamp. Let's say I want haste stamp, pacifist stamp, and movement speed stamp for this. I know that's a bit of a shocker, but I don't need the damage, it's just the actual damage tick I need for the knockbacks, so that's not what the actual damage deals. So yeah, for a change it might be movement speed stamp. For nothing more than funsies. Well, there's one of my 3 allotted stamps. I'm sorry to do it to you, Leech Stamp, but you're not in the team this time. You did not pass the tryouts. You stole fizzy lifting drink, you get nothing. Good day, sir. Oh man, you're really gonna do this to me again. Alright, I'll just take pickup range. Whatever. The response all but good enough, I suppose. I'll go pick up range, sure, why not? Again, neither of my options there were particularly enamoring. More coins? And oh, come on, I was joking about the hit point thing game. I mean, I'll take it, because it will help later, but oh, come on. Do you mind not? This is getting out of hand. Already. If I can just get to say 400% before 20 minutes, I'll be content. If not, it might be a reset on small armor. I think that would be the parameters. So yeah, that means I want about 10 more levels of speed up, or else the run will reset soon. In more layman's terms, or whatever. Okay, nearly 320%. I can't say it's necessarily looking good just yet. You never know when the game just decides to stop giving me. Oh, touch wood. You never know when the game just decides to stop giving me the speed upgrades. Except I do, it's now because I mentioned it. I know that's my fault. I recognise that. Excuse me, apologies. And oh, we'll take crit for the swords. I'm not really fussed about either attack or crit. Again, there'll be damage fall off soon enough. Hell, even if I need to reset the run, there'll still be damage fall off. So haste, pacifist, and crowbar actually. Hold on, I can't pick a minute. Did I even mention or consider the crowbar? I don't recall if I did. I probably did, but I'm now just derping out. I cannot say for certain. Oh, I will just quickly float a message out there in the world. Sorry, give me just a couple moments here. Awesome stuff. Speed up, yes please. Also, sorry, I don't like sending too many messages while I'm streaming to keep you waiting, but I want to send that out real quick so that the feelers are put in while I'm still here before I finish up, basically. I know that's a crappy set of reasoning, but it's my reasoning, damn it. Also, yeah, this is a run that might stay. I've got over 400% and we're not at 15 minutes. So, I said 400% at 20. So, I'll live up to my word. This will be a continued run to the end. Hopefully it picks up a bit more speed though. I still want to double this. Oh! I said the other one might be a movement speed, didn't I? Over the crowbar, because it's not really my tail that's going to be hitting the monsters. Monsters? You can tell what game I've been playing too much of recently. Yeah, it's the meat spin rather than the tail swipe that's really going to hit him. In a much broader sense. So yeah, it will be, unless I've already scrapped it, which I don't think I have, the third option should actually be the knockback stamp. instead of the movement stamp, because much like my explanation earlier with the drinks stamp, the same explanation applies to the movement speed stamp. And unfortunately it comes with a massive damage penalty to boot, so it's not really worth it. If there's other options on the table. Oh, I'm not base 400%. The 400% is after I've got my buffs applied from like being hit or whatever, or dodging a hit, so still a little bit of the way to go to 400, but it's looking like it should reach it. Again, I need to keep going for knockback effect on both the meat spin and the Snow Queen. The Snow Queen's technically less important, but for some reason I'm rolling it first. Don't question the logic, just get ready to see the results. Haha! Ready to see the results of my training? Pokemon superfan Millsy has challenged you to a battle. I still think the best battle music was in Hoenn region. It gets memed on all the time, but actually it's really good. I'm not talking specific, like, you know, Cynthia theme or end theme, I mean generic battle music. So yeah, these three stamps, none of them are particularly interesting still. Cooldown size, nope, not quite there yet. So yeah, last time I was upgrading weapons with the smithy. This time, as I've already sort of alluded to, that won't be necessary here. Right, so Calga said that when you're walking into a post, it still treats you as moving. It does not count for the meat spin, based on what we just saw there. Only counts for character passives and whatnot. Not understandable. Have a nice day. Great, somewhere stereophonics. Hey, crowbar. Out you come. Actually, I'm going to sell the max stamp. Not that it matters too much, but give me the money. Hello, I like money. Ugh, 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 ugh. There we go. Max, max, max. Stamps are done. Hello, greed stamp. How about no? Again, I'll just take crit here because it functions with the thing. You know, guys, you know what that thing is. I hope you do, because I've forgotten where I was going with the statement. Oh well. Probably just another crap Millsy take that's just been sent into the ether. Paste it up, yes please. Right, the penultimate boss to armor will be here soon enough. And again, I need to grab this size and crit damage. Oh man. Okay, I'll start taking health over crit. 50% crit is enough to trigger enough swords. I'll need to if I have to have that choice, I'll keep the sustain over the crit. The sword does very little to no knockback, so rather have the ability to have more health to take an extra hit, per se. Oh, hold on, what's going on there? That's better, sorry. Sincere apologies. I accidentally hit my mouse and it tapped over to another window, just adding even more FPS issues into the mix. Like, how nice. Just what I didn't want. More speed! Yeah, this is an acceptable run. It's not going to be amazing, but it's acceptable. Is how I'm currently describing it. Big sapling needs to be taken care of. Man, I love fauna. Right. Oh, come on. Again, I'll go hit points over the pickup range there. And as specified, I'm all set on my stamps. That can go. More speed. Wonderful stuff. The actual number on my speed is fluctuating quite a bit between me taking hits and not taking hits, and then gaining extra stats, and then all the rest of it. It's definitely looking like it's solidly over 400% in all instances of speed. So that's great. That's exactly the kind of information I'm looking for. Yeah, more haste. More haste is more meek spin. More meek spin is more pushback. More pushback is less hits. You can already see I'm kind of a little bit zooming. It's not like massively big, but it's something. That's what she said. More speed. Again, the sheer confusion of the speed changes based on passives, etc. is driving my curiosity further up. But yeah, now it really truly is beyond 400. Still, which is good. It's not like it unexpectedly fell backward. Again, that would be more differences in observation from when I saw the speed, so it could have been a case of correlation, not causation. But no, it's starting to look that way. It can just be done. Or that it's minimum whatever. I don't know, I'm rambling now. I'm just yapping. Cool yap, bro. Ah, I guess more haste. And this is definitely looking like a low end on the kill count. This isn't going to be massive, by the way. I'm predicting 24. Okay. Just because the damage fall off starts to drip in about now. Man, I hope Dragon responds to me soon, because I'm almost ready to drop off to bed. I'm almost like got my eyes closed half the time in this run, if I'm honest. I think this will at minimum be the last HoloCure leaderboard run for the day. And I've only done like two or so, but hey. I wasn't hoping today would be a long stream based on how my day has been, unfortunately. Otherwise known as skill issue my end. I am a pussy coward or whatever. Call me what you want. Alright, more health. Unnecessary. But I'll take it. I think the dash distance scales off your movement speed. That looked pretty cool. And if the dash distance is indeed based off your movement speed, as I just think I've casually observed, that'd be awesome. Because then, you know, I can just zippity dippity away. Yeah, that's a pretty far dash. So I think it is based off your movement speed. I assume it's about 4 times your movement speed based on that rough difference in distance. Roughly. With no certainties. Just do not use me as a source of information. I'm only telling you as much as I can based on what I can observe. It may not be true. Let's get the swords out. Let's go health again. Again, I don't really need the crit. This isn't even a build that necessarily warrants it. We should just all the level up now should just be speed. Honestly, hell, I've even got enough haste already. So yeah. And let's grab more speed. Surprising, to the surprise of absolutely everyone. Otherwise known as to the surprise of absolute nobody. Let's continue to roll for the knockback effect enchantment. Come on, let us be the one. Oh, yes. Right, so next up will be Meat Spin, and I want that to have cooldown and knockback effect if possible. Again, I could have rolled back when the items were independent, but hey, kind of fun to roll when it's a doubler. And you get the satisfaction of both of the enchantments being entirely wrong when you get the new one out, rather than just one. Yeah, goddamn, that is a big old dash. More speed. We're nearly up to 500 base by the looks of it. I can get behind that. Again, that's still on the lower end of what I want, but at least we're moving in the right direction. At least I've got that going for me. Bear in mind as well, this run also has a lab coat attached to it. Meaning that even if I ran away and fought no other enemies from now till the end of time, I'm still leveling up. Of course I want to level up as much as possible. I still think I'll get about 23,000 kills. But the point stands, I'll still get levels. Hence my desire to have the research coat in on the builds. Because them extra levels can be pretty damn big in the grand scheme of things when you add them all up. If you get 1% attack, I think if we think about it right, because I hadn't thought about it, I suppose, or whatever. I did, but not really broken down. You get 1% every second with the additional, but let's just assume you never had full health. Assume you never had full health. There's 20 minutes, meaning there's 720 seconds, meaning that in the space of time, if you had lab coat from, like, say, I don't know, let's assume you get it 2 minutes in, so 18 minutes, right? You still got 1,008, hold on, 18 minutes, times that by 60, is 1,080, yeah, so you'd still get, like, 108 levels out of it, and that's just the lowest tier, or the lowest game possible. So that's kind of crazy. And again, that's only speaking about a regular run, never mind an endless run. You know, that being said, I think the percentage of the experience gained every second might differ when you get into endless. Because otherwise there'd be a lot higher runs. What we're at, I believe. Health. To be fair, I've got over 250 health as well, so that's pretty okay. And haste over crit for sure. Really, my prioritized stats are health, then haste, really, then crit, then question mark, question mark, question mark. Is how I currently see this kind of run slash build. Let's do the ulti. Get them stabby swordies on the go. On guard. Yeah, Miles, how do you like it when you're absolutely surrounded by a whole bunch of the hero swords? Does that make you uncomfortable? Well, I've got a surprise for you. So, 6 more minutes left until I get Yagoos. Yeah, I think even the 23.5 might be a dangerous. Generous. So nothing like the word dangerous, but I think even saying 23,500 kills was a dangerous call. Why am I saying a dangerous call? You have to forgive me. It's a generous call. Using the ult is giving me muchos XP. Thank you very much. Right, so yeah, my base is nearly 600% now. Starting to look slightly more respectable. Right, so if my predictions are correct, there'll be another 2,000 kills in the next 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes. Probably should have dashed towards them there. That was a mistake. There you go, 600% base speed. 601 technically. Well, 600 technically, 601 actually, or whatever. Now we're starting to fly a little bit. I still want to get anvils if possible. I think they'll be few and far between now though, which is a shame. I'd love to have got the meat spin knocked back. Alas, some things are just not meant to be. Because some things are meant 9S. Ho 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 ho. Guffaws with laughter. Right, go swords, go. Oh, they really did go. They're doing a number on these. These, as you may refer to as assorted mascots. And I'm just gonna dash through. Just for the invincibility and because it was fun. I need to see if it can work on right control, because I've also got my finger next to right control. That's a very sad thing to comment about, but that'd be neat. I've only been testing left control. Yeah, it does actually use the right control as well if I want. Fantastic. And now we're up to, well, actually I can't really tell right now. 640%, perfect. If I can squeeze out like another 60%, so another 5 more level up choices with speed, that'd be great. Honestly, like that's the ticket right there. If I had to say, yeah, this is gonna freeze out, but to be honest, this is a good amount of eliminations. I'm just in the middle of the action. Oh, come on, knockback effect. Oh, that's like, I mean, other than cooldown knockback effect, that's like the absolute poggest thing that could have happened. Thank you. While I said I didn't need to worry about the damage, I've got nothing more to use anvils for, so let's just crank out some excess damage. Just because I can. Taking some damage, that's not very preferable for whatever this is, pre 30 minutes, sorry. Words are difficult as always. Wait a second, did it not actually put the game in as HoloCure? Oh damn, I've got to actually put the game in as HoloCure for this stream. Ah. I don't think it makes that much of a difference for today. It's not a hugely long stream. More speed, zoom in, and yeah, I'm getting up to that 700%. More health. That's not speed. Possibly some more like marijuana or whatever. I don't know. Insert witty, funny drug joke here. Oops! I just dashed into the wall there. Skill issue, for sure. Let's go into the crowd. Just deal some damage. And okay, I'll pick up a crit there for the swords if I have to choose between two such horrible options. And good, I've got the 23.5 quota I had in my head. A little on the earlier side than what I thought it would happen, but I've got it nonetheless. And for that we salute you. Let's grab the swords. And yeah, let's just go for some upgrades. I don't think you can get knockback effect on the fitness balls, which is why you currently don't see me going for it, if you were curious. And when it gets nearer the time, I'll need to find a spot where I can just hold down and then not collide with anything. So Try and look at my speed when I've got the things procced. Wait, going up to 700%, is that it? I thought it gave more of a multiplier than that. Oh no, it's because I'm now able to proc it. So here we go. Goes up to 761. Okay, so it is basically the same as 100%. As my base was 660 and I went up to 760. I think it just adds 100%. So it's not like an amazing upgrade, but it's still enough to warrant having Fubuki as a speed, as a flight run rather than a fight run, in my opinion. More speed. Alright, there's a anvil down here. Wonderful stuff. We keep going. Hey, that was pretty cool. Also, the dashes are getting a bit longer now. It's all adding up. And 25,000 is respectable for a flight run for kills. I can say that I respect that. For sure. I guess I'll go crit again for the crit damage that... Oh, I don't know. For the sword damage, I was about to say something completely irrelevant. And yes, of course I want speed up over health up right now. Also taking a few hits, I should be a little careful. Just like a smidge. Man, the word smidge really is coming back in full force for me, huh? Oops, not the one I meant to grab. I actually want to grab haste there. Skill issue. Bad play, bad decision. I mean, it's not a bad decision, it's just bad play. To be fair, having 300 health is not too shabby for running away from everything. Lets you run away from everything for longer. And doesn't really matter there. So the ones that don't matter, I could have been picking up coins all this time and just earned a lot, but oh well. Not my plan. Right, let's zoom. That's so fun, just watching my characters, watching Fubuki just zoom through like 50 million bajillion enemies now. Like, that's the way forward. And oh, this is tough. I'm still going to go speed. I could still do with as much percent possible speed as possible. more speed. Yes, please. And thank you. Oh, I think the playlist is almost shuffled back through. Oh well, I'm not going to add anything else in. I coordinated it almost perfectly this evening. If I was intending on streaming more, I would probably try and add more in, but nah, this is about right. Oh, a card, no? Increases pickup range by 3%. Thank you. I thought I had all the cards in Area 1. Goes to show what I know. Maybe there's certain cards for enemies that are in endless mode from 20 to 30 minutes then. Yeah, let's just take attack up. I'm not going to heal up for the level up bonus there. I'll get back health soon enough. And yeah, more health again. Damn, even my Fubuki speed build here is nearly 400 health. What's going on to health in this patch? I think I might have increased the frequency of it as a drop overall. I know I wasn't getting much of it as null, but I still have a feeling that I didn't used to get this many hit point upgrade choices. Oh, I have a response. I will check that once this run is done. All the stream will end after this run anyway. And then I'll be able to go back to him. See? Excuse me, sorry. Apologies. A few of the enemies are actually getting pushed back from my CC, which is great. Despite the fact I've lost health here, don't worry, this should be a relatively okay time. Let's not forget I won't be hit for a little while, and I will be gaining back health in the meantime. Yeah, let's grab that final little bit of crit, because whatever. So, wow, what? 28.7 kills by the time Yagu's in. Damn, this build was on par with the other one then, for null. God damn. Right, let's see if I can find a permanent down spot. I think it's here. I think this might be it. So look at that speed. Yeah, this is just about it. How nice. I'm just pressing things on cooldown, basically. At this stage, It's just about getting a time. I mean, I hope this one just about hits. I think this one hits the leaderboard, hopefully. Over anything else. That's my hope. Again, I've not really taken much damage since I've started running, so that's pretty good. There is the natural health regen that characters get when you buy it from the armory, so my character will get back to full health. It's just going to be very slow. I'll wait till a Yagyu spawns, then zoom through. Yeah, this is good. And down we go, through. Neat. Oh yeah, and I'm nearly level 170 while all this is going on. A secondary cool little feature. I think I've leveled up a couple times since the beginning of Yagyu, so it's pretty good. You can see every now and then the bounce balls just appear on the screen and then just fly down and through if they don't hit one of the Yagyus. Yeah, extra speed up, that's fine. That will do, I suppose. And we'll just go invincible. See, what's chaining here is the fact that I've got the ult on a short cooldown, and the fact that I then have this second of invincibility every 10 seconds on top of my high movement speed. It's one of those it all comes together moments. Pretty much. Yeah, I'm not complaining, it's working out quite nicely. For now. He says 2 minutes into the Yagyus. Yeah, I'm literally just holding down now and just waiting for ult and dash to come off cooldowns. Not bad. Not bad. And again, this has got a pretty good health pool to it. Not the best base speed. I have got it to near a 900/1000% as base before, but with this current run, not awful. Not awful. There's enough haste for my tail to be permanently going off. That's kind of neat. What about the meat spin? There's a slight delay between the end of a spin and the beginning of another one, but not exactly massive. Yeah, I don't think I've actually been hit in quite some time here. Dash through. Get wrecked, Yagu. Yeah, haste will do. Neat. This dash is actually a really good item for Fubuki here. It's done me quite nicely. Then we go invincible, we just push through. Again, still at full health. All the rest of it. Then we just dash through a couple waves worth of Yagu. Excelente. Now my impervious thing has gone away. I think it's got a 10-second cooldown on that. But you know what I can do? I can just go invincible again. Lol. Fair and balanced, as all things should be. Look at me just run straight through your goose. And also, don't forget that my ult's about to come off cooldown as well. So in hindsight, the dodge 5% isn't overly necessary. I think the meal that says take damage when you build up ult when you take damage might be more appropriate, honestly. Don't get me wrong, this is done fairly well because it's still it still adds for Fubuki's passive, to be honest. So it's not a bad choice. The invincible sprint is definitely the way to go on flight runs though. I can say that much. There we go, and it's back off cooldown. Hey Lamau, I'm just going to speed on through, don't mind me. Beep beep, coming through. Give me just one moment, please. Da 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 da. Come on, button. Come on, button. There we go. Man. Damn you, key. Being my constant hindrance. Also say being my constant hindranny. Right, let's zoom through. And we'll just come through again. And let's grab haste. Awesome stuff. I'm still not taking damage, lol. And zoom. It's going good. Hold on one moment again, please. Right, keep going. Yeah, I think Fubuki's new costume is her best costume. Personally speaking, prefer it to the other two. Unless I can't count. Look at the bounce balls just drop on through the stage. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna zoom on through. The sprint button is just hilarious. You could just like skip through the equivalent of like 2 to 3 Yagu's worth of waves of spawning. Alright, I'm definitely onto something with this. Oh, I've just thought of a new series idea for HoloCure. Not saying I'm definitely going to do it, but I've just thought of a cool little plan. Potentially. And yes, I will continue to just dash through. How many Yagus would you like to dash through? Yes. When I said I was ignoring the Yagus, this is precisely what I meant. I'm also thinking, right? Look at this run. Maybe, could it not have been a hardcore run? Replace the milk, because I'm not really using too much or all of the knockback, right? Replace the null milk with pillow. Run it as hardcore for more points. Maybe. But keep the same principle of the run. That'd be a very difficult run to pull off. Because you'd have to do it all as hardcore mode, but that could be a thing. Oh well, we'll see. Nice, just casually continuing to sprint. It should get to 40 minutes. So it should be a relatively decent score for Fubuki. Don't know if it's quite going to be top 10, but certainly be in the top 100. Hopefully top 50. Hopefully even better, the top 25 percentile. I like how that random null run I did the other day just got like 23rd casually. Still just being ignored? Kinda? And when the next wave spawns in, zoom zoom. Hehe. Don't worry, I know that the 40-minute Yagus are now red and scary and super quick. This won't hold up against them too well, but it may do something. It may be not an instant wipe. And for now, let's just ult and just push through. Yeah, just using the ult and the sprint in tandem is pretty good. So yeah, I don't always need to use the sprint for now per se, but it's fun, so I probably will continue to do so. But it's nice to use it in tandem with the ult when I lose the Fubuki passive, like I just did. So now, we'll run down to the next Yagus. Next Yagu's Doka, there we go. And then we just ult through the next couple waves of Yagus. My dash is now back, so on the follow-up set of Yagus, at some stage, I can just zoom through. How neat. $176. Levels are coming in quite nicely. Be interesting to see how Angry Yagu goes versus this. Like what percent speed I need to make a difference of in future before I get Angry Yagu'd. One minute to go. Let's just dash through here. And then I just lost the passive again. I may start taking hits soon, which is going to be a problem because now they'll hit like freight trains. Because they are like 10 minutes in the Yagus almost. And that damage do be scaling. Dash through that wave. And I've got my Fubuki passive back and my ult's nearly back up, ready to reciprocate as such. Yeah. Lost the passive. Wait for the passive to go away, because you get all that time as free dodge time. Then we ult up for the invulnerability. And the cycle repeats itself. I'll wait till the next set of Yagus and dash. Well, you know, when Yagus are in front of me, not like to the side of me. Like there. Because there's a slight randomness to their placement. You don't always have to have them directly below you when they spawn in. So you can kind of do some jiggery pokery. They're chasing several after images with how quick we're zooming. Okay, there goes my passive. My ult's gonna be back up again. 40 minutes pretty much achieved. Now here comes the tough part. How do angry Yagus deal with me? Well, I mean, I kind of still deal with them a little bit. A little faster. But I should just be able to relatively keep up for a little bit here, I think. But yeah, more speed would just be even more frantic. Is all I can say for the difference. If I got luckier than I did earlier, I of course would have higher top speed. Meaning I'll be able to just yeet myself through more. Ooh, one hit took out a 240 damage hit points. Man. Eep. That's it, keep me alive, keep me alive. Oh yeah, and they've spawned projectiles now. A piece of the puzzle I've got to factor in. It's okay because I have pacifist stamp. So that means I'll probably need more pacifist stamp acquisitions in the endless runs. That's true. Thinking about it out loud. Ibuki's pretty good though because I've got the pacifist stamp and I'm attacking behind me and then in front of me. Ah, I was too slow on the button. Let's see how this goes. I imagine this is top 25. I don't think it's top 10. Top 28th. So for a top 10 score, I'd need 2 million more score. I wonder. I'm just having a look here. I will be ending stream in a moment, but let's gain massive bonus score the longer you survive in endless mode. Yes, I need to do some hardcore runs. So imagine what I just did if I did it as a hardcore run. That'd be pretty neat. So anyway, that's gonna be the stream for now. So thank you to all who came by. But this is where we'll end things. I'm sure there'll be a stream tomorrow. For tomorrow I'm actually thinking of supermarket together. But we'll see. So yeah, thanks for being here.